Polish President Karol Nawrocki has an exceptionally good relationship with US President Donald Trump. However, not all politicians in Poland are friendly toward Trump and his side in American politics.
I also endorsed him, so I'm very proud of that. I don't endorse too many people, but I endorsed him, and I was very proud of that, the job he's done.
A strong Polish-American alliance is crucial for strengthening security on NATO's eastern flank. As such, it is crucial for the security of the Polish people.
Polish-American relations are very important, very strong. I think that we have so strong relations that we have never had. And it's very important for me. Our relations are based, of course, on the values. Right. And thank you very much for your support, for your endorsement during my very hard campaign. I remember it, and I'm very grateful for your support.
That is why it is embarrassing for Poland that it does not have an ambassador in the United States. Bogdan Klich, the head of the diplomatic mission, was sent to America after the previous ambassador, Marek Magierowski, was recalled without consulting then-President Andrzej Duda. There are no ambassadors in these key posts. This lies beyond the competencies of the Polish presidency. We have witnessed scandalous discussions, attempts to force the president to make decisions, but the responsibility lies with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the government. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is also responsible for the return of 54 ambassadors without a solid justification. But that's not all. Donald Trump sent a letter to Polish President Karol Nawrocki at a crucial moment, after Nawrocki's first visit in the United States since the start of his presidency, whom Trump had supported in the elections. The letter was sent through diplomatic channels. Diplomatic mail is used to transport official correspondence and documents between a country and its diplomatic missions abroad. It is protected by immunity. It cannot be opened or detained by the authorities of the receiving country, which ensures the confidentiality of the information transmitted, in accordance with the 1961 Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. The shipment was received by the embassy managed by Bogdan Klich, and before it was sent to the addressee, the Polish president, it was disclosed to the media. It is a matter of gratitude for the joint talks during the president's visit to the US. It indicates good relations between the presidents. The letter arrived, but it is an absolute scandal that those who rule today and hold positions in embassies are the first to inform the public about the letter. This only shows the government's ill intentions toward the president. And although the Ministry of Foreign Affairs denies there were any leaks, the media were the first to report on the letter. How is this possible? It simply should not be the case that journalists who are friends with Mr. Klich are the first to learn about the fact and content of a letter addressed to the Polish president. And this is why we learn about the letter from the media. We have a compromised embassy manager. Bogdan Klich held on to the letter, a letter from President Trump to President Nawrocki, and declassified it. He read it and passed it on to journalists before the letter even reached Poland. I have no words to describe the level of dishonor and unprofessionalism, and the damage it has done to the Polish state. Intentional actions to debase the office of the Polish president have been noted in the past. Similar actions were observed from 2007 to 2010, when the late Lech Kaczyński was president. The withholding of a letter from President Trump to President Nawrocki at the embassy by the embassy manager is definitely part of a coordinated effort to undermine the prestige of the Polish state. This is just one stone in a mosaic depicting Prime Minister Tusk's government's communicational dysfunction. Even assuming the most optimistic interpretation for Tusk's government, the situation regarding the communication on the case of the destroyed house in Wyryki is a complete scandal. The consequences of this type of informational chaos are the result of the ruling coalition's actions. That is why the case of the letter perfectly shows how such accidental leaks and malicious, most likely deliberate actions are carried out by the government. Actions to the detriment of the Polish state, when the country has no shortage of problems that should be dealt with by none other than Donald Tusk's government.